So by now, if you haven't heard, Sha'Carri Richardson was suspended after testing positive for marijuana. She was also banned from the Tokyo Olympics because of her suspension. Now, I'm not doing this video to bash her because I hate this happened to her. I remember watching her run and winning and going all the way up to hug her grandmama afterwards because she was so happy. All I want younger people to do her age is to use this as an example of what not to do. When you get a title like she had that's trying to get taken away from her, you can't do certain stuff. You just can't do because they looking for any little thing to take that title away from you. I don't believe they wanted her to have the title in the first place of being one of the one of the fastest running black women. You get what I'm saying? I think she had a title of being one of the fastest runners. But she don't fit the description of who they want to have that title anyway. Because, you know, if you look at her, she looks different than other black women who plays in the Olympics also. You look at her hair and you look at her false eyelashes and stuff, and then you look at the other women and you see them looking differently. So they was already stereotyping her. To us, she looked normal. Because, like, we see women in the hood that wear this type of weave and wear those type of eyelashes all the time. But to them, she looks like a ghetto hood rat. To them, that's what she looks like. So they really didn't want her to have the type of title that she had. They wanted to find something on her to hinder her. We must remember, where God bless you, the devil can come along and try to fix it where that blessing gets taken away from you because he don't want you to succeed. So we must remember that. They want her to have this type of look right here. You see the other type of looks these other Olympian women have? That's the type of look they wanted her to have. But she didn't have that look. So she got stereotyped a lot. They looked at her as, you know, being ghetto, even though she's not that. And then plus she had tattoos. They're judging that too. So they didn't really want her to have the title. They didn't want, so they found any little thing, like marijuana, which I don't understand because marijuana don't enhance you athletically. Marijuana slows you down. I know this because I smoked for years. And I didn't. I couldn't run from here to a stop sign up the road. No, it's kind of like a mind soothing thing. It slows you. It slows your mind down, but it also makes you a little bit more patient. But it don't enhance your abilities to run faster. So I think it's a bunch of BS. But rules are rules. And so what she should have done was not let anything hinder her from what's going on right now. She should have, stayed away from the marijuana. Even if she did smoke, she should have stayed away from it. She should have looked at it like, I don't need nothing at all to hinder me from what I'm trying to do. Now, from my understanding, I read in an article that the reason why she smoked the marijuana was because something about, she found out her biological mama had died. There's other ways of coping with stuff. That's all I got. So there are other ways of coping with stuff. I think she's 21 or something. But anyway, there's more than one way to cope with stuff. That's all I'm saying. She didn't have to go use the marijuana. But she's young. And just like she said on her social media thing, she is human. I hope this doesn't hinder her career And I hope she can get back up from this and pick up where she left off at. And when she does, I hope she doesn't fall back into that same situation again. She needs to stay away from the marijuana, stay away from anything that can hinder her from her career, because that's what's important, her career. This is not me throwing shots at marijuana. Marijuana isn't bad. In fact, in most states, it's legal. But when you in a sports like this, you can't be doing it. In this type of position, you have to make the right decision. And the decision gonna be is like this: either you choose the weed or your career. And if you choose the weed over your career, you crazy as hell. This career gonna bring you money. That weed ain't gonna do nothing but give you a temporary feel good. Then after it's over with, you back to feeling the same way you felt before you got high. It might be good at the time, but it's not something that you're supposed to choose over some of your career, especially if you love doing this. So there comes a time in your life where you have to make the ultimate choice to let something that you crave so much go for something that is really beneficial for you and your life for the rest of your life.
But if not right now, I'm going to just focus on myself.
What would your message be to those who are considering that right now, who are thinking about that, and to your fans, who have fallen in love with you and were so proud of your performance and maybe crushed just as you are in that moment? What would you want to say to them?
I greatly apologize if I let you guys down, and I did. And I just want to let y'all know this will be the last time to Olympics don't cheat Sha'Carri Richardson, and this will be the last time the U.S. Doesn't come home with a gold medal in 100.